today I'm making pizza, but it's a little bit different. So first of all, I'm using a yogurt based pizza. So it's flour and yogurt mixed together to make the base, which is pretty tasty and really quick and simple. No yeast in it, so you don't have to wait for it to rise. And for the topping, I'm doing broccoli and cheese on pizza. So it looks all interesting. I've taken this from a few different recipes and put it all together. Fingers crossed it works, and I'm cooking one pizza, so hopefully this all comes together well. So let's have a look and see the first thing that we need to do. So the first thing is I have got my pizza tray out. You can use a large baking tray as long as it will fit your pizza on, and I'm actually going to put it in the oven now. The oven's at 220 degrees so that it heats up, so that we start cooking the base straight away. Next, I've got a pan of water on to boil. We're going to cook the broccoli in it for a few minutes, but we'll leave that to boil. And next up, we're going to make the sauce for the pizza. So we're going to do a white sauce. So I've got on a medium heat. I'm going to add all the ingredients, and then we're going to whisk it all up. So we've got 60 ml of milk, and 60 grams of low-fat cream cheese, a teaspoon of margarine, and I've got an eighth of a teaspoon of garlic granules and onion granules. Get them in. And I've got a quarter of a teaspoon of oregano and dried basil. So they go in as well. And we just start mixing this together until the cream cheese is melted in and it's becoming thick. And that's going to be the base to our pizza, the sauce base. So this should only take a couple of minutes, I think. Okay, that is starting to bubble, so I think that's done. So we're going to put that aside. And the water is now starting to boil. So I'm going to put in 50 grams of broccoli. It's been chopped up into small florets. I'm just going to cook that for 2 minutes and then drain it. And then we're going to do the base. Okay, for the base, I'm just going to weigh it straight out into the bowl. So this is just for one pizza base. We are going to use 75 grams of South Raisin flour, and quarter of a teaspoon of baking powder, and just a little bit of salt. And then we're going to make a well in the middle of this. And then we're going to add 75 grams of natural fat-free yogurt or Greek yogurt. It will give it a slightly different taste, but it will still give you the same result. So 75 grams of that. And then we're just going to mix this together, so just start pulling flour in from the sides and mix it in with the yoghurt. and you should end up with a dough. There we go. It's a little bit sticky, so we might need a little bit of flour. I'm only using my baking mat. These are great if you're rolling stuff and you haven't got a lot of room. So I'm just going to lightly flour it. And then we're going to knead this dough. Add a little bit of flour if you need to, if it's too sticky. We're going to knead it for a few minutes until it's soft and smooth. Okay, there you go. So it took 6 or 7 minutes. Okay, so with a floured rolling pin and a floured worktop, we're going to roll this dough out to the size that you want, and because it's got the baking powder in it, it will puff up, so just remember that if you want a thick one, not to go too thick. Right, okay. So we'll remove the hot baking tray, and then we're going to lift this base up onto it. Okay. Right, there we go. And then that's going to go in the oven for 3 to 4 minutes until it starts to brown. Right, okay, and now we're going to try and lift this. Okay, so we flip it over. And then this sauce has thickened, so let's spoon some of this sauce over. Spread it out like you would do with your tomato. There you go, still got some left. And then we're going to spread the broccoli around. And then we're going to sprinkle over some grated low-fat cheddar. The recipe says 85 grams, but I'm just going to wing it and put as much on as I need or want. Just remember not to put too much on. There we go. And then this is going to go back in the oven for about 5 minutes, or until the cheese is golden and bubbly. The broccoli's cooked, so we haven't got to worry about that. Okay, so the cheese has just started to brown. I think the base is crispy. Let's get this on a plate, and then we're going to leave it for 2 minutes, let the cheese settle, and then we'll cut it and give it a try. Okay, let's give this a go. Because of the strange shape, because I'm really bad at rolling circles, I'm going to cut this along the long end. And then we'll go down this way. Okay, so let's give it the classic pizza test. Oh, look at that. It stays on, stays kind of straight. Perfect. Right, let's give this a try then. Let's give this a go. Broccoli on pizza. It's actually really nice. I think I could have been a bit more generous with the sauce underneath. I didn't realise that it was going to soak in a bit and become more solid, so that's why I had extra sauce left over. But yeah, that's really good. So, you know, even if it's just the base you're looking for, it's a brilliant base. It stands up to pizza and it's really quick. Toppings you can do on any type of base you want, even if you shop by the base and do the toppings. Brilliant. Definitely a winner. Broccoli on pizza. Right, that's it from me. Have fun, keep experimenting, and I'll see you next time. Bye!